Hello.
Hi, my mouth is on
Um,
fire, and I've learned my lesson of not starting in my office this time.
Yay. No having to get Remy to move out the way.
That is true. Oh well, he's not even here. He's teaching now, which makes life that much easier.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I'm the one viewer, but yeah, things are going well in the Usosphere. Um, we have a lot. Well, we have we actually have an order of business, and this is something that is at least quite unique to us. Hello, Aaron. And we'll see how well we stick to it. So, patrons at home in the Discord channel had voted that we will get through about 3 or 4 of our agendas points. Tinglish and Logan, hello. I'm hoping we do get to definitely 3.
I think if we get to 3, it's a success and we have stuff to do next time. Slash stuff to pull people on.
Oh, so should we purposefully not do all of them? I think it'd be a great idea.
I think it depends how pullable the ones at the end are. Hi, Jonathan.
I think what I have down kind of as like the last little bit, I think could be a poll. But speaking of not future polls, of past polls, we should get into the thick of that before I see what Aaron says. Why does unrefined sugar taste the best?
Because the things that are the worst for us in capitalist fake abundance are the things that we most craved as the beings we used to be. I don't know at what point we can define that. Also, saying anything with Logan here makes me feel slightly concerned of being underqualified.
Well,
So,
us spewing cited facts is not what people came for here.
Logan's most recent Conlang video, it's not the most recent one, which is the Beowulf reciting, is it's nothing that I hadn't it's nothing that I hadn't heard of in passing before, but it for the vlog style videos, there was so much information in it in such a short span of time, that I kept going to like try and find the sources. If other people are interested, I can like make a folder for them in the Discord or something. If I when I find them, but some of them aren't as available as I had hoped they would be. But anyway, the people are talking about vultures. Let's get Conley.
Vultures and hawks and falcons. I'm going to share my screen before we all gain our visas to the former.
Not the visa gaining.
Oh, okay. Speaking of visa gaining, if you are not watching 90 Day Fiance, I'm sorry for all you people who don't have access to that, but it is a fantastic piece of media all about visa gaining, because we can't tell who is coming here for the visa or not, or if they're going there for the visa or not. So it is a whole mess of a show. Season 11, get ready. So we
had so much promise that we weren't going to get stuck on tangents.
We're doing good. We're only four minutes in.
4 minutes in.
It feels like a lot longer.
Okay, that wasn't what I thought you were going to get up. So I'm going to go to... So, actually, this one was very decisive. We had looked at the numbers, and we...
I hear somewhere else.
We suggested some options, including just... It's... I actually... Now that David's got the statistical stuff into my head, I I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, statistically, how many languages have their own number systems that they've inherited versus that they've borrowed? Like,
Good question. At least like scripturally, well, not in that sense, but like orthographically, definitely. I'm thinking of like Semitic like numbers, like filtrating through like East Asia.
but I mean, I don't know if you would expect like numbers in Vietnamese to be all that different from numbers in Mandarin based on the typological stuff. Well, I don't know how they are in Khmer.
I do not know either. But yeah, it was very decisive that 20B was going to be kind of our base 20 borrowing. And yeah, that's kind of like number 3 on the list of kind of the deal today. So it's kind of figuring out, just in case, how we are going to borrow these in. But we might hold off on this for a little bit.
Yeah,
just in case.
We'll get into the detail. We'll dive into those. Is it dive the word that ChatGPT uses too much?
Delve. You delve into it.
Let's delve into it later.
Delve to work. It's because it's your show and not mine.
Okay.
What else we got? We got some number goings on. So apparently it was tied for a very long while. You guys did not want this one.
I wanted the jaw.
Yeah, I kind of knew you wanted it, and I was kind of seeing like, oh well, maybe it's not going to be this, but somebody, I don't know who it was who voted last. We can check your.
I can check. No, we won't name them.
But the singular, plural, and paucal won just by one vote. So whoever that vote was, A, thank you for not making us make the tiebreaker decision. But B, you made a good decision. So I'm excited to see kind of where this goes. And we'll kind of, I'm going to highlight these or put these kind of somewhere else or make note that this is the winner. Without holding it. Winner. Then I learned this recently. If you want to strike through, it's Alt-Shift-5 or Alt parenthesis or Alt % for those at home. This is Google, and this is also Tau. But yeah, that's kind of how we're doing it. I'll put up previous polls here. This is more so we have it in our back pocket, and then we have a little room to work. And item 1 on the docket is that we are going to talk about vowel hiatus. So I know that we kind of just discussed kind of the articles, but these numbers and kind of like loading them in, and then kind of these grammaticalization.
This is already so poorly laid out.
Oh, Rains, second. Hello. What is going on?
Okay. Let's just like, I'm gonna make a space.
Yes. I'm going to delete this because it's all in the poll. Goodbye. Thank you. I'm gonna keep that. The vowel hiatus discussion. Oh. Wow.
Oh, I think I just like scrolled too far, and then
I just deleted some of the polls that were.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we currently have, in theoretically speaking, like in technical terms, a whole bunch of of vowel hiatus.
Yes, we have about 25, I believe, combinations of vowels.
Yeah, But it's 25 combinations of vowels with the possibility that uh, um, of the tone being on either one of those vowels.
Correct. So I think tone is going to be like kind of super segmental above that. I think we just worry about kind of like what happens with just the combos of the vowel pairs, and then kind of worry about tone and how it manifests kind of later on.
What I do want to avoid is one of those super massive tables. You know the ones I mean, where you
I
have
know.
every combination and you do all of the 3 stages inside the table, and then you go to the lexigy, and then you have like.
Go ahead. You're going to say it, and you're going to say it.
No, I'm looking at the comments and I'm
Oh.
seeing the discussion of the body parts for numbers, and I'm thinking this is exactly what we did in Yatlao.
It literally is, but like on the hand stuff.
Also, yeah, very much giving tearing each other apart.
Tearing up my heart. But what you were saying previously that I currently forget.
That I want to avoid.
Avoid the table. Oh, yes.
No, I do think it would be. I both want to avoid the table. I also think that it wouldn't be. It seems also on some level useful to make sure that we've considered all the options. But I think we can work that out logically, you know?
I think this is what I'm going to suggest. And this is a practice that I have kind of started to adopt a little bit. I mean, I'm not like inventing stuff. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Spoon. But like kind of like color coding the chronology. Ooh. Chemtrails in the Country Club sequel is color coding in the color coding in the chronology. But kind of like, yeah, because you're I didn't going to say you like you just have like one big like sound change number one, and it's vowel hiatus resolution, and that's just like all of your like kind of like stuff kind of, I guess, there. And
okay. Do we have an idea about what we want? Like because I don't want to just say, oh, we're like ditching everything and we hate vowel hiatus and nobody loves her, you know?
Yes. I'm gonna say I wouldn't mind some diphthongs, and I wouldn't mind some like other sort of new vowel qualities that we can get.
Okay.
I think
okay, and when you say new vowel qualities, what do you mean?
I was thinking more along the front rounded vowel end. I was. But before I forget, I'm also kind of leaning against the here are two identical vowels. They're long. I'm kind of like, let's do something kind of more interesting than that.
Okay. But okay.
What? Yes. And hello, George, by the way. And Bubba. I'm so sorry.
So when you say that's so gay, what do you
oh gosh.
Oh no.
I will say that those are valid diphthongs in West Frisian. So Jonathan, keep up that West Germanic tradition of vowel.
No. Those if the diphthongs are actually diphthongs, it's fine. I'm still haunted by the UI linked by the tie bar.
That's haunting. I'm haunted by that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not
Okay.
doing this, but I can, I just said that like I wasn't gonna do it, but like
Well,
I'm brainstorming.
the 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 other thing would be to have Singleton A go to like a schwa. I feel so embarrassed that I still don't have an IPA keyboard. I just, for the life of me, it's too easy just to copy and paste. It's embarrassingly easy.
I did learn that if I do Alt 135, that's the C.
Oh.
I feel like, oh god, I feel like
I Alt 164 quite a lot for the Enya. If I didn't seem haunted at the time, Jonathan, it's because I was outraged, disgusted, frustrated, disappointed. Those are some of the feelings I felt.
I'm gonna zoom in before someone asks me to zoom in because I know somebody
I feel
will.
like I and you going to semi-vows is a different process.
Utterly entirely.
And I feel like
so Singleton A, would this be before the vowel or after the vowel?
I mean in a CV and then
just like a just A.
Yeah, when A doesn't have a vowel around it.
Okay, I like this so far.
I mean, it's kind of giving like Hindi, right?
Well, I was going to say Catalan, but we don't have any stress that's conditioning it.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I think of when you're like.
Go ahead. I think we're gonna do the same thing. Go away.
So this, I'm not mad at some kind of.
Yeah, I actually think if we're gonna do this,
also
it could may well do just.
Yeah. I think that it could, like, depending on what else there is, I wouldn't be against. I have so many tabs open, like a awe. But this is like I'm gonna like completely butcher Hindi vowels with Nemo watching. But this is like why there's a difference between like people who write dal and dal. Because the long A is like in mahal, not mahal.
Mahal.
But I again probably completely wrong. Hide my face in shame. Sorry for colonizing India. Not my choice.
One of the grad students in my office, she is Indian, and she kind of got like everybody these like cute little like holiday like gifts, like mine had like little like notebook, like little like post-it, and then she put in, and like bless her heart, she is trying to be nice, but like instant chai, and would love that. It like the first ingredient was not like non-dairy creamer. It's very cute, very nice, love it. Not for the non-dairy creamer. Good, fine. I would have taken like dry milk as a thing. Like
you mean milk powder?
Yeah, something like this.
The milk powder doesn't rehydrate well, like just with boiling water.
No, it doesn't.
I I feel like if it was an Indian brand, I kind of would trust it.
Yeah, I would trust it as well. It does look like it's not that bad. It
Like,
does give like Swiss Miss chai in a good way.
oh, I had Swiss Miss cravings just randomly because you can't get it here very easily.
No, you cannot. You can probably only get it from like the American section in the market. I do want to point out Orion's comment. They had said, "Can someone explain to me what is happening?" And I find that a very poignant question
Okay.
because
We have looked at
oh, well, in a nice point way. So, Orion, we are now in season 3. So we have kind of like wrapped up kind of the main season of Nasi Bomo, and we are kind of working on an a posteriori language for our tundra region of the of our world kind of going on. And you kind of just joined in at a really good time. So welcome.
okay.
Yes, that is a great direction to go to.
So there's this angle. There's also the
Mm-hmm.
a oh oh oh
I
yeah, it's not necessarily a posteriori, especially because the whole point of the original challenge was partly the very limited material. And
yeah.
so just randomly coming up with stuff is still gonna be basically we have already set a bunch of we've defined some of the boundaries of what we're doing, and we're coming back to it to flesh it out, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Get all those suits.
I'll make this.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
sorry.
No. Okay. Yes, that is also an option.
So
let's focus with initial at first. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of thinking.
I mean, firstly, do you think they should do the same thing?
It's possible. I would be fine with this, both of these going to A and both of these going to O.
So I guess that's
that is
so
an option.
There would be. I guess I'm trying to think about things. I think both the language that I did for this, I ended up with a 5 vowel system at the end, but for a very long time, I had a like a 4 height levels. Which again quite Hindi. Although I didn't have a schwa or a reduced so it was not really Hindi, more Italian. It was what we think of when we think Italian.
Molto bene.
Molto bene. Grazie mille.
Quanto questo è? So, like, if I'm kind of like picking up what you're putting down a little bit, this would go to this a little bit, and then this guy would go to this, and then.
Well,
let me make sure the animal.
That's not necessarily what I meant. Because my suggestion would be these both are the like are they both minus ATR or yeah?
Yes.
Or basically like low mid.
Yeah.
Versus having I don't know what we want to happen to the this is why I brought these up with these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because one option would be to also say that the historical long air goes to just air.
My hesitation comes in where potentially this would be for the singleton A, and then the long A would just kind of be just one of those.
Wait,
Kind of
say that again?
It would kind of pattern off what A is doing. So this would be the one, or the singleton A or E would go to the epsilon.
I'm trying to remember what the usual order there is. This is where, like, if you've got like someone who's properly trained, they're gonna know like which one goes where. It's just like, oh, I know that they can split off.
They sure like
Okay, so there's like the long one can raise, the long ones. Okay, the long ones often seem to be raising. Hi, Tepis.
Hi,
Tepis usually knows what she's doing, you know.
In life and in general. Oh, I got the little wait, no. Oh, I got the Neapolitan index.chronica screen, so I'm just elated by that.
I am having a look. I think that it often seems to raise. There's also a situation in I don't really trust when index diachronica says something like pre-Slavic vowel changes.
I also don't trust it when it says Proto-Altaic.
Okay, I think people Nemo is saying they're begging to be lowered. I think that we should honor their call and lower them.
Are they begging for it, Nemo? Are they dying for it?
They're asking for it.
Get on my back.
I feel like we need more Nemo lore because at the moment we're just doing like very strong on the Hindi speaking Indian angle.
Well, now we're quoting Pooja now.
Yeah, like I think this is getting out of hand.
Well, hold on, Belinda.
We're going with that one.
Yes, which in Extendo Changeo land.
But should we just make all of these glides first of all?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay, so
copy.
Is this number one?
Yes. And my question is this going to be number one here or number one?
I guess we would just say that all of the short vowels go to minus ATR. I don't know what we want to do with E to, like, would we do E to like?
Let's say non-high vowels, because I wore that, like, if we're going to get into it territory, we're going to kind of get back into like.
Let me find the right character. I think it's looking funny because I did what my teachers back in Peru did and just do a capital I, and then they would change the font to Times New Roman so it looked good.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Like, I think that this would cause interesting merge. Because the other thing is that, like, we're basically comparing it to we also, like, as much as we are doing this like from scratch to an extent, we're also comparing it to the other stuff that we've done. Oh, I can't tell if Jonathan actually thinks this is terrible or Jonathan is mocking me for claiming that the we thing was terrible.
I think
And
he's calling former figure skater Apollo Anton Ono terrible.
oh,
And things is it with a figure skating reference?
that is please withhold fire until we're ready to put them out. Oh, the font changing thing. Okay.
Yes.
I need
Oh,
I need
figure
a
skating.
special protection that stops everyone from getting in my head. That's what I've worked out.
I do think that this is not a bad idea, and it is something that I would sign up for.
Okay.
Do my eyebrow a little bubble. But yeah, I think
that this is feeling very proto-romance, apart from the fact that in a second we're about to look at a whole load of absolutely disgusting about combinations.
This is the worst part. I just hate the Valheiss part.
Mm-hmm.
The best part is that we have to tell, or we have to see how tone works with this too. That's a layer.
Well, no, but if these are all coalescing, then it doesn't matter.
Love it. Okay, great.
Like unless we set the tone as, if we set the tone based on a Moraic reading to the tone bearing unit being the syllable, like do you want high rising and falling tone? Then let's just say they coalesce and call it a day.
I love that. Okay. So I'm gonna put all of these in here. Why did I do that?
Should we just make the horrible table?
I think at this point, yeah.
Yeah, we're making the horrible table.
Yay! I would say put
6 and 7.
Something like that.
Also, yeah. I always forget the order that people expect them in. Is it? It's. I think I've done this wrong.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because if we have like a singletons section, it's not, the tables aren't bad. It's the way that they make people do sound changes.
Yeah. It's yes. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. All I know is my mouth is parched. Anyway, it's like the table is like the sound changes, and it's kind of not like it's used in place of it rather than as an organizational tool. It is not. It is just a graphic organizer. My job is going well with me. A friend.
Oh, you're putting those right at the top, right?
Oh, I was just following your convention.
Sorry, my convention was wrong, and you should have told me I was wrong.
Oh, okay. That's gonna take some practice.
What you don't? I know I take criticism very badly, but
it's more so than me not being confrontational.
Oh. Also, like, this isn't where things are ending up, is it? This is where these tables get horrible because.
Okay, hold on. This is going to be. I have an idea of kind of like.
And now I'm suddenly thinking that usually the second part is the one that's along the top, isn't it?
Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna put V1 and V2.
No.
This
is where last time we did this.
Oh no! Yes, never again. # never forget. So I'm gonna then do the opposite. Can I? No. Okay. Well,
It's easier just to make a new table. I hope everyone's enjoying table editing
yes.
with Jake and Miles.
Editoradio del Mesa. 1,
Sure.
2,
Oh,
3.
also George said hola y quise decir hola también a George. A Jorge.
3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So I'm going to give these a little shorter. Give these a little shorter. I want to give these just because we can not have to worry about it later. Help. Distribute column. So they are all the same length. So this is going to be the first one, and we're going to have, and I got to make sure that it is centered. It still looks a little bit off, but that's me. A.
George,
B.
lo que está pasando es que estamos haciendo una tabla, pero lo estamos haciendo muy mal y no sabemos lo que estamos haciendo, así que nos está pasando fatal. Y voy a editar el tamaño de las columnas, A veces es muy fácil hablar español porque compartimos tantas palabras con el inglés que no necesitamos buscar otras palabras y si están mal no hay problema porque todos hablamos inglés también, así que nos parece muy bien. How are you doing, Miles?
You're lucky you have an ocean behind you. You would not be allowed in these United States speaking like that. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, yeah, donde está la biblioteca? My Spanish is rough.
Now I am checking whether the word for the column of a table is also columna.
Yeah, I would say so. De columna. I am going to put the back because I feel, I don't know. I feel like she belongs. Like Pat.
I think it's columna.
She belongs.
Basically, I think here we go. Yeah, columna. Easy.
And then, just to denote that these are kind of like in singleton territory, we can put like.
Oh my god, the Ukrainian word is kolomka.
Kolomka. I'm missing a lot.
Wait.
Okay. Oh yeah, Jonathan's using some Spanish too. Too. I don't really know what that means.
I think that's what he is saying, but now I'm like, did I just hallucinate?
Tinglish.
Hallucinate.
We love a concatenate function. We love a concatenate formula. It works wonders. Okay. That is how like I like do like protoforms and like my little randomizers, and I
okay. I'm going back to
yes.
the table.
We have an agenda, people. Stop it, but don't. But do. Okay, continue.
Oh no. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. So, I, eh, Oh, also. Do we just need to like write two non-low vowels? But also maybe this has to happen before we get schwa, because schwa is also not low. Although I guess the schwa only happens in singleton environment, so it doesn't matter. Following other vowels lose the syllabicity. Tone go or tone tone go back? Or tone stay?
Tone stay.
Tone stays on the...
Will we like say like from timestamp like 0 that there is just like if there is a high tone on I want to say if there's a high tone on either syllable that on either vowel in a hiatus it spreads.
I think that it's fine. I think that it's probably easier actually just to not worry about the tone.
Okay.
We'll have to deal with it in
due time.
Let's get to the coalescence.
Yeah.
Although I guess
Ooh.
we kind of just like said not worrying about it. Other than here. Anyway. I feel like this is very like classic, but sometimes if it ain't broke,
don't
fix it. Which we don't need. Wait, are we doing the long vowel shifting first?
We don't have to. So I'm just color coding kind of like chronologically what's happening as you write this. So this is the reddest, and then I'm gonna put this in like a little like orange to denote that like it's next.
Are we thinking that this is gonna end up as A?
And this as O? Or sorry, O?
You mean E?
Symmetry. And this would be, oh Lord, what a cluster. What a cluster. This is O. Oh.
Oh.
Yo, I have therapy for this, okay? I was working out some good issues, so don't mind me. Oh. Okay.
No.
No. Thank you. I think that will mean that. I do like this.
Oh, there then also comes the next question, which is, should these semi-vowels do the same stuff as the ones we already have and feel iffy about? So to go to Tinglish's question, we have glides in the proto language, but we have a relatively strict syllable structure. So our syllable structure is CVB, where I don't really know. It seems weird now that I look at it, but essentially it's that we don't permit vowel sequences of more than 2. These are technically 2 distinct moras, but they're in the same syllable, I guess.
I do understand what they're asking. Like if there was a form like AIJU, what would happen to that I?
Yeah, it would be IU.
IU.
In theory, yeah.
I think we can I don't mind that.
Compulsory. Did we have compulsory consonant onsets? Or no, we didn't, did we?
No, because live is just eh.
Yeah. So okay.
Which I think could put us in an interesting position for what I am calling like the glide discussion.
Where are we on our order?
Well, we're still in vowel hiatus land so far.
Oh no.
Yeah, so far we are still on number 1. So we're doing great. But I think we do have very large like to be frank, the patrons didn't know how large these would take, and I think they're kind of big things. I think these could actually like potentially be at least like one per. But yes, I think this could be kind of. I'm just thinking down the line.
Do you want to do a little poll ski?
Oh, I love doing polls. Yes. Okay. Where are we going?
I feel like we've got too many things coming up now, right? We have this whole shenanigans.
Yeah, thank you, English. Continue.
And we also have
this.
I think this stuff. Oh, and also I'm then kind of in the territory of, does that end up as A? And
This because this is what I was gonna bring to light too, is that let's say this is for now only before like the vowel ah, just to not kind of like worry us a little bit.
Okay.
Those are syllabicity following ah.
This is where
worry about that later. So kind of like we need some kind of like guidance. So like, are you saying that like we're gonna work out this little guy either work out this one or work out kind of the table a little bit more and kind of go from there?
It was okay. We're thinking of having is the proto yod going to sibilant land or not?
Okay.
And if it is, do we want Asu or it doesn't seem so bad for me. Probably gonna seem weirder for you. But also like this would then mean that we end up with a schwa, and I guess we didn't say this has to like the long
well, it may not say the schwa too.
But
I also have an idea if J is to not go to sibilant land. And my idea was that Ya can go to H, and then H can go to X. Or this could kind of happen in this manner more so.
This I feel better about the second version.
Yeah, that's probably more so what I meant.
I don't know. Like, and also I really don't know whether the H is gonna like do all of that. I guess it kind of like is feeling left out at the back of the mouth. You know, she's not got any friends.
Yeah, like,
but also like let me I hate using index star chronicles because I always feel like
I'm already there.
Like I'm doing something horrible and disgusting.
It's like I'm cheating at Stardew using the wiki.
Like I'm trying to find examples of Yod to H. Okay, I see her.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I feel like we're stalling, and I think I want to keep us moving.
Okay, so let's.
I feel like deciding between S and H isn't. It feels like we've already decided that it's going to end up a fricative.
It's a matter of which one.
Kind of which one, and also when. Because personally, I think that I think because we have so many vowels and diphthongs, and we have these proto approximants, I like the approximants being partitioned early.
I agree.
The other one would be if we did want to do like and the question of W, right? Are we doing that they both go to happy like, because I did this.
Oh, I'm like S to F, like that's a lot. Based upon Tethys's alternate tableland, that is how it would pattern. If we're going like labial versus like dorsal.
Also, Tethys's question about my mass.
Nice.
This is what we're trying to work out, right? I don't mind the voiced versions. Like, I would be, because we could go to like a Z and a V maybe.
Yeah.
But the Z feels weird without the S.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like it's just kind of alone. The V feels fine by itself, but the Z feels, I don't know.
Also, this is I'm going very quickly through all of this. I'm thinking key to C to C.
I like that down step you were doing as pronouncing this.
But this we've got this agenda, and it's hard to know what order to do things in because I feel like they are gonna inform each other.
Yeah.
Because I think that the voiced versions make a lot more sense if we're going to lean into the palatalization. I think that the voiceless ones make sense if we aren't heading this way.
Yes. I'm just processing and just kind of thinking of other kind of dealios.
I see your saying I see your poo is not something that I thought I'd be saying today.
I see your poo. I do.
What's happening with poo?
I'm stuck with my poo.
We're making it boo.
My poo is not moving, at least anytime soon.
Yeah, we already have the voicing distinction though, don't we? So in that case, they would end up having a mergery thing anyway, wouldn't they? So it doesn't necessarily matter.
Just like nothing really matters.
To me.
You are an enticing column. You are indeed.
I feel like we're not moving anywhere.
I know.
Do we try and go further, or do we try and move on? Are we in a situation where we're ready for polls?
Yeah, maybe so, because we're like a half an hour in, or we're an hour in rather. So I think having some sort of stuff. I think for polls, I think the glide discussion. This is some direction, but like I think we need to kind of sequence it out. Whereas like and well, shout out to George for having like these cute little daily polls. If I had the vergosity to do that, I would. I do not. My thought process was somewhere, but like kind of like doing like, oh, like where would the glides be like word initially versus like word medially, or like well no actually, because it's only going to be those two environments at least for now. Well, no, it won't be now. It's going to be 3 in it. Because this is going, well, no, never mind. Well, yeah, it is. And okay, so I guess the 3 environments of like these glides, at least we have them here, are going to be the following. So they can be word initial, word medial, and word final, or intervocalic, medial coda. There's no ending codas. So if we're kind of thinking about it,
where are the codas coming from?
The like
the IU stuff.
the IEU stuff, yeah. If kind of like if that IE is like really like if it's hidden like really good, like I think fortition word initially is an option. I think fortition and then either like loss or vowel quality is one option. I think loss here, fortition. Oh, my computer just changed brightnesses on me. I have no clue why. Anyway, hello, brighter me. And then this might be, say, a fortition, or this might be. I think the only other logical combination that makes sense is like loss, fortition, and then like loss.
But I feel like we're treating these as if they're all the same.
Yeah, and we're not.
Whereas it's these two are like, I can see a reason why we would give like special treatment to the word initial ones, for example.
Yeah.
I can see why we would give special treatment to these older ones.
Well, these are really acting consonantally. I mean, this is more so like
Well,
what?
We're doing. You've got fortition and loss, but there's also just the option that they stay, right? For now.
Yeah, there's an option where it's just like for now they stay. I don't. I would be hard pressed if the approximates like stay approximates the entire way.
I don't know. I don't think we're fairly sure that neither of them will stay.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah, we're definitely in agreement on that they're not going to stay.
So
let's get rid of medial coda, because this is not helpful as much as I had thought it was going to be. Yeah. And then that just takes care of that. Unless we want to kind of do some like...
Well, there's an argument for all 3, right? And
loss.
What would it essentially be? We can't really do fortition and stay because we decided we don't want this.
Like, I could see like an a more like conditional fortification. Like this is kind of strong
You mean
formation.
like a
Something like this, yeah. And then potentially like, oh, hello. This might be kind of where that like, just to kind of like shoot shit. And then like with W, this goes like to F. Plus back. Versus
I do find these ones kind of weird though, because I guess with the palatalization, it's like the thing is coming forward, right? So that kind of makes sense. It's the W to F ones with, or V with, I guess it's dissimulation. But water vo.
You know what? I'm going to do something that like is going to be. I'm going to hear you say like, no, no, no. You're gonna be so like antithetical. You're going to hate it. Are you ready? So
Okay.
let's say that this is, you know, plus R back, and what should this go to?
Miles, you can't do this to me.
Like, there's no way in hell. Where's David? David had to see that. Oh god.
No. No. Oh my god.
Oh, Jonathan, good job at the loss. Excellent, good job. Oh gosh. Talking about PIE. This is bingo bango bongo. I like this. This is like
no. I would, if it's not front, I stay Y.
Okay, if not front, then stay Y. I can deal with that. Blarg.
This is like the Wakathiju one, basically. And it would be a B or a F. I don't know which one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
okay.
that.
Nemo.
Hi, Nemo.
Nemo. These things are fairly well attested. Like this is a thing that happens.
How could it happen?
Oh, unless it was the W to the SWA, in which case, yeah, absolutely not.
Happening. Yeah, David, since I now acknowledge your existence, this was something that I half seriously thought was an option. You can absolutely give your unbridled opinion. I want to hear you. Do not hold back on this because I know you have one, and I'm dying to hear what it is. That is not an option. Don't you fret about that. But I think we're in agreement that it's only
the main question really is do the initial ones partition or night?
I was going to exactly say.
But yep. I feel like that's something we should just do a poll on here for.
What? Oh, I mean, we can do.
Because I don't think that it's a big enough thing to warrant a Patreon poll, if I'm being honest.
Oh, that one looks fine. No, it was the
it was the SWA.
It was I will put it. It is It is this. This is the one that should elicit something more vulgar. But yeah, I can do a little Polski. What should happen to word initial approximates?
I hate that.
Yeah.
It sounds like
And what?
it sounds like the fake computer thing that people put in songs.
Loss. Okay, great.
Like I told you about how I thought that people invented the American accent for the characters of Arthur, right?
For what?
Arthur, the Aardvark show.
Oh my gosh. I did not know that. What I thought was funny is that, like, when me and my family would go to Pittsburgh a lot, is that there's like a cute little, I've never been there, but I want to assume that it is cute. I don't want to ruin my expectations. Of Elwood City, where Arthur Treacher, Arthur the Aardvark lives. Oh, people are asking for and dying for the Fortition. See, it is bad. It is a bad sound change. I agree. It is a very terrible sound change. Hopefully, this one is going to be a lot better. Now, this.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you just want to do another quick poll on whether it should happen to the diphthong semivowels as well?
Oh, so this was for proto.
The I to us, how to have change.
Could I give one more kind of idea to light?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of bring it home. I'm very fine with this Jada est. I'm very fine with it. Potentially, instead of like this Fortition to S, there's this kind of like intermediate through this voiced palatal stop that kind of gets reanalyzed as just an alveolar D. This would only be word initially.
I'd be fine. I feel like I guess we just said Fortition, so we're fine. I'm fine with I to Edge. At that point, it's giving me like really strong Prananich flashbacks because I did both of these.
Okay, well then let's yes, okay. Yes.
So that's where I'm at, right?
Okay.
It's like that's how I got the final B's where everyone else had W's.
Not final, initial, word initial. Only word initial. This, yes, fine. This is only going to be word initial.
I don't know. I feel like this is already strong enough.
That is, yeah, she's a big boy.
Palatal's going to alveolus is attested. Orion.
Orion's story. She just wanted to write.
I feel like bringing up Orion's story is slightly offensive to anyone.
I mean, as now a Michigander, I feel like I have to have some allegiance. Oh, they're asking it. Yeah, why not to sh? Why don't we do like a little like intermediary through sh? I agree with Tinglish on that.
I know that you want sh, but it's because we don't have anything else. That's why.
No, Well, yes, but like kind of like just to kind of give like a little like a little hurdle, just kind of like a yeah to sh, and then just like the sh to the s.
No, but I don't think that like
You're saying,
obviously like I know that there are languages that don't have s, that
yeah.
they have th, right? That those are usually languages that have th and sh because the space is split. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Argentinian Spanish has sh. It also has s.
I yeah.
Sorry. This shouldn't bother me as much as it is, but I feel quite strongly that it shouldn't just be
Sh. I
sh.
agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think that's
If
not.
if we get the s from the palatalization, sure. Although if we're doing s from palatalization, then it also doesn't make sense to me that the y would then go to the s. That I guess I don't know.
Oh, I had a thought. It was right there. It's manifesting. It's manifesting. Hold on. I got this. It's there. Okay. So because like there is just such like I mean, there is no like plural consonants in this inventory that like as soon as we kind of enter the territory of sibilant, just in terms of like holding space, like it would just go right to S in the first place and kind of just like skip this bypassy.
Well, it would basically be that sure it might have like a palatal
Flavor.
allophone with I or something.
Love that. Love that.
But like essentially I know that they don't exist.
Yeah.
But we would basically be saying on some level that we're looking at some kind of prototypical sibilant that's like really strong.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like no.
That's a big old S.
Big ol' S.
Ooh, yeah. And this is also important. And I just wanted the S so bad. Look at it. It's here. We made it.
Can you do a Jennifer Coolidge impression?
Oh, wow. The S is really slithery. Oh, terrible. But also season 3 of White Lotus. I mean, she ain't gonna be in it. Sorry, spoilers. But yeah, I mean, but very good show. I think they're in the Maldives this season.
I really want to prove ourselves right.
We're not gonna
prove ourselves.
We're not gonna prove ourselves right. I think we did do some vowel heights. We are doing a consonant change if needed. And this is kind of a constant change. It was needed, so we're down to 2. I mean, we talked about the J discussion. That's 3.
I think we've done the J discussion. The J is being partitioned.
The J is being partitioned to a S. So say it's a community of us.
And we're doing that. Are we okay?
Oh,
I do think that it's going to affect the sound of the language a lot. Whether here we get ass or we get air.
Okay.
Or whatever.
This is
or air. I think air, right?
Yeah, I would also say air.
Air, yeah.
Okay, we can get. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Hello.
Are we doing?
Hi, Danielle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me make this poll first before I forget. What should the sequence I go to?
You could just write an E between the little brackets.
Danielle, you have a wonderful chance to participate in democracy. And I think you should utilize this chance. I'd like to see how the results go before I do comment on your yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am Lord. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Please,
Oh, no.
please. I'm scared.
Oh,
Oh,
David.
stop.
Um,
Help. Somebody tie it back up. Oh, Danielle, please say
I feel like this is maybe. Oh no, it's getting worse.
okay. Hashtag stop the steal. No, Danielle, why?
We didn't say that it was non-binding.
No, no,
cause.
this poll is not legally binding.
I did.
We understand the error in our ways. But David, they're variables, right? Can't anything be a variable if you believe hard enough? I'm going to end this monstrosity because I can't. I think this. Yeah, I think we also need to inform voters, and I think this was more so a mirror onto us.
I think it's partly that okay, the W to V thing. Yeah, the W to V thing in Greek works fine.
I totally
but I think if it were like I to I would be fine. It's I to us.
So okay, so wa goes to between dia and je.
Add what, David? Add what?
Add that sound change in.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Oh no. Oh,
This is going to have like such far-reaching consequences. You have no. I'm gonna put this first.
Okay.
This is going to be very first. Where sound changes.
So okay, so we're doing
Sound change. We haven't got one. Okay, got our first one. David's special sound change.
I don't understand. Is David's just saying add that one as well?
Because there's more he's requesting.
That was always the plan, wasn't it? I'm so lost.
I'm lost too now. Yes, I agree. We need an informed democracy, and we're clearly skipping middle steps. That is true. I do think in that same vein, like you were saying, like yeah, it's kind of like what David is kind of like processing with it, and it kind of like a little more like piecewise through it.
David's not happy with us.
I wouldn't say he's unhappy. I would say he is getting his attention rather held.
Mm-hmm.
You can't learn in democracy without making some mistakes. So Monday.
I do think that the voiced version is better there.
You're saying like because I mean like ya and z have kind of like a special relationship because like where ya is like the glide version of e, the z like is like the fricated vowel version of it. So it's kind of like it's like ultra closing in on it, if that makes sense, in that environment.
I feel like we went too fast, and now it's going to take us too long to fix the mistakes before the end of the show.
I don't think we're in a bad position. I think we're doing okay. In essence, what we have learned in this is that, oh, well, excuse you too, is that according to this stream casted to the internet on January.
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 Sorry, no, that's actually January.
January. That the lingual approximate.
I absolutely am living for the fact that Logan is coming in with the E to Z thing for us. Like, I feel like, oh yeah, the E to the high vowels going to Z is well attested.
Wow.
I just
as a part of as the second part of a diphthong will be realized as said. In addition to this tenet, a second shall be posited, whereunto the labial approximate shall be or initially. While as the second part of a diphthong will be realized as these shall hold for at least the time.
This is such a.
I'm scared to look. Nah, sanctuary. I have lists. Not sounds fun. sounds fun. And me without makeup sounds fun. Please. Oh my god, sounds fun. Worse.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
All
right. Okay. So now we're back in 7 minutes.
We just have to decide what the poll is.
I think. Okay, we can do this.
I think that we should poll on my idea about the numbers, which I think we can get out quickly.
Yes. Hold on. Numbers.
So that let's go to former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Yes. Oh, I deleted that. Oh god. Okay.
Yes. No, you didn't.
No, I know. I'm putting myself, friend.
Okay. Yeah, so the poll would be
how we're doing the Palcal.
If you want to do a phonology poll, that's fine. I leave that to you.
Okay. Phonology poll by moi.
And then number 2, and I don't mind which one this is, would be I will write up idea about old small number system, which becomes plural, singular, plural marking thing. I think that I can make a poll from that, I think.
Yeah, I think you definitely could. I can definitely make a poll of this. This is no split off my back.
I feel like I'm giving you a lot of power.
You are, and power that can definitely be wielded in good hands. I definitely have the amount of power that I need.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
How it's okay? We haven't finished vowel hiatus. We haven't finished any needed consonant changes. We haven't finished learning our new numbers.
No.
We haven't done anything with the original small number set idea. We
Well,
have had
cool.
the J and W discussion.
We have not even touched on articles because we're not going to completely probably rethink those.
We thought we were so great, like not worrying about sound changes last week, and this week we're just like kill it.
I wrote it down. I'm keeping journal, and just know so just for all at home. So just how you know, so I like journals like this. So I only use the front page like this, and then this right here, this page is the next page, because once you finish writing on all of the whole like right sides, what you do is you take it and you close it, you know, thank you for choosing Fila, and then you just write kind of like still on the right side, but you clip it upside down. So you're always writing on front sides. Like I remember, like I would turn in problem sets in college, and the professor would get so mad at me and like literally like wrote, "Why are you using just the front sides of the paper?" Because I want to. Because I don't want it to bleed through, Maria. Like, pop off with your annoying stuff. Anyway,
I want to say congratulations to Jonathan for correctly guessing before then changing their vote that we weren't even getting more than one. I do feel like we've done half of it, you know.
Yeah, I think we actually done more than we actually set out to.
On some level.
Wow, whoa.
I don't know what the advantage to what is. The backslides later. Anyway,
I is as I are well
are teacher English.
Psi is size.
None of these changes make sense because of the phonology that English has. And I'm not saying that like the I to us rule in that position is like perfect and flawless and deserves praise. But I think that having it go to the and the or je is, I don't think je to the is bad, personally.
No. I do not think that is too
unlikely things happen every day, David. Unlikely things happen every day.
I know. Well, I'm not going to comment upon it on the internet, at least in the verbal capacity. I mean, I already did therapy. That was nice. Good time. It is also ironic that like organically trivia has always now been on Bouba nights. It's weird how that has happened. For me, I don't know about you, but it's probably too late. Lask. Well, Lask you a quiz. Yeah. Mao.
Okay. I think we need to like shut this down.
Yeah, I think we have definitely gotten to the best of our loyal patrons. So I kind of went in and filled in some non-low vowels will do their little glottal, actually just the high vowels will do their little glottal things before any vowel, and then the yeah and the whoa shall surely die soon enough. I don't know when or don't know where or how, but they will before we can get to some fa and some say business. Final.
So thank you everyone for joining us.
Yay! Thank you for joining.
Oh, we're doing that, which means that we also have to worry about kv, which I think that we have to like be really careful what we follow this. Did you have a preference there?
What?
Of us or air?
Yeah, I think as the time went, I was like, okay, the us is winning. Oh no, no. And then yeah. So I was team eh.
I was also team air.
Should we
I think we should invoke the power of David being really annoying.
The power of veto.
And veto.
The power of veto. You have a chance to veto the
I think that
OH.
I think that the choice that we make is we do this, but we'll have wa end up as va. Okay.
I think that's a fair deal.
It depends if the v is syllabic or not. I can't say I'm a fan of kv versus kv. I'm not gonna eat cheese.
I'll eat the cheese. I'll eat cheese right now. I'll go get some white cheddar and just garden almond on that. I love cheese. What if
I can pick the cheese, then it's fine. I'll just eat like some like mozzarella.
What if you ate like Limburger?
What's Limburger?
It does not smell nice.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Okay. I think we should
okay, David's bullied us into peer pressure.
Yay! That's what Derek do.
This way that we get to look like the good people. Anyway, we need to stop this. We need to call an end to whatever's going on here on this day.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful.
Pero es que estoy llorando, David.
Llorando.
Estoy llorando.
Oh my gosh. What in the heck